The general manager of Star Ferry, Hong Kong's iconic ferry service operator with over 100 years history, revealed in an interview that the company had accumulated losses of more than 70 million Hong Kong dollars since June 2019, equivalent to its profits in the past 2 decades. As the fifth wave of the outbreak is sweeping Hong Kong, Star Ferry is struggling on the brink of collapse. Despite eased social distancing restrictions, the company can hardly recover to the pre-pandemic level if its passengers are exclusively locals. To revitalize tourism, retailing, and catering sectors, where millions of companies like Star Ferry are stumbling, Hong Kong has only one way out: sticking to the dynamic zero target and reopen the border with the Chinese mainland at an early date. Otherwise, numerous small and medium-sized enterprises will fall into the same mire trapping Star Ferry today. Hong Kong is visited mainly by those from the Chinese mainland, who generate immense revenues while determining the boom or bust of many local industries. In 2018, people from the Chinese mainland paid over 50 million visitors to Hong Kong, which neared 80% of all inbound tourists. This figure dropped by more than 7 million due to the social unrest in 2019 and slumped to below 3 million in 2020 and only about 60,000 in 2021. Star Ferry has seen its ridership follow a similar pattern, falling from nearly 20 million in 2018 to around 18 million in 2019 and less than 10 million in 2020 and 2021, hit hard by waves of the pandemic. Though the number of confirmed cases have dipped lately, the pandemic remains dire, leaving local tourism in jeopardy in the 12 months ahead. The Hong Kong government has relaxed an array of anti-virus measures earlier and declared a suspension of universal testing, a move that has raised public concerns. But the truth is, despite its strength, universal testing is not the only way toward zero infections. The Hong Kong government should seek alternatives to universal testing, such as increasing the coverage and frequency of self-testing and adopting compulsory testing in restricted areas. Also, more favorable conditions need to be created for early mass testing, border reopening, and tourism recovery in Hong Kong. It's unclear how long Star Ferry will stay afloat with heavy debts, yet it's certain that if the pandemic persists, more companies will go under, carrying collective memories with them. Apart from Star Ferry, what faces a harsh business environment are tourist destinations like Ocean Park and Hong Kong Disneyland, to which many Hong Kongers attach their emotional ties. Behind these firms are thousands of people bracing for unemployment and families sliding into financial hardship.